History books are filled with legendary names, but what if some of them never existed at all? From world-famous writers to heroic warriors and ancient philosophers, many iconic figures may be more myth than man. In this video, we're investigating 7 historical figures who might be fake or falsely credited with greatness. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about the past. This is history like you've never heard it before. 1. William Shakespeare, the literary fraud? Shakespeare is considered the greatest writer in English history, but many scholars aren't convinced he actually wrote his famous works. His education was limited, he left behind no manuscripts, and barely any personal documents mention writing. Some argue he was a front for elites like Edward de Vere or Francis Bacon. His inconsistent signatures and mysterious biography only deepen the doubts. Could the man from Stratford-upon-Avon have been the biggest literary illusion of all time? 2. Homer, the man who never was? Homer is credited with writing the Iliad and the Odyssey, 2 of history's most influential epics. But did he really exist? There's no evidence of a single man named Homer. Many scholars believe these tales were crafted over centuries by multiple oral storytellers. The Homer we know may be a symbolic figure representing a tradition, not an individual. Without records, photos, or confirmed details, Homer's identity remains one of the ancient world's most puzzling mysteries. 3. Sun Tzu, author or invention? The Art of War is one of the most quoted military texts ever, but historians aren't sure its author existed. Sun Tzu's name appears in later dynastic records, yet no evidence links him to a real person from the time the text was written. Some believe the book is a compilation of strategies collected under a fictional name. If true, Sun Tzu may be less a legendary general and more a well-branded concept. 4. Robin Hood, real outlaw or folklore? Robin Hood, the outlaw who robbed from the rich to give to the poor, is one of history's most beloved folk heroes. But was he ever real? Historians can't agree. His earliest references are vague, and no consistent historical figure matches his legend. Some believe he's a composite of real rebels. Others say he was entirely fictional, created to give people hope during dark times. Without hard evidence, Robin remains a myth with a lasting legacy. 5. Pythagoras, the mathematician. We can't confirm. Pythagoras is famous for his triangle theorem, but the man himself is wrapped in mystery. No writings survive from him, and almost everything we know was written long after his death. His followers viewed him as a prophet, and some of his credited discoveries predate him. Scholars suggest he may have been a figurehead for a larger philosophical movement. Was he a real genius, or a name used to legitimize ancient mathematical ideas? 6. Lycurgus of Sparta, Spartan lawgiver or myth? Lycurgus supposedly created the brutal, disciplined Spartan society, but there's no agreement on when or if he lived. Ancient sources contradict each other wildly. Some claim he lived centuries before documented reforms. Others describe him as a godlike figure. It's possible Lycurgus was simply a legend used to justify Sparta's extreme laws. Without archaeological or written evidence, he may be the myth behind one of history's most feared militaries. 7. King Arthur, Britain's legendary ghost. King Arthur is the sword-wielding hero of countless legends. But did he really exist? Historians find no reliable records of Arthur from the time he supposedly lived. Most stories were written centuries later, filled with magic, knights, and fantasy. Some believe he's based on a real warlord. Others think he's entirely fictional. Regardless, Arthur's myth shaped British identity and remains stronger than any facts we've uncovered. History isn't always written in stone. Sometimes it's built on legends. Whether these figures were real or not, their stories shaped cultures and inspired generations. Which one do you think was fake? Drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe for more eye-opening history deep dives. The truth is just getting started.